just from my background, I didn't like I watched the movies when I was growing up, and I thought they were like good as a kid. Like I said, not so great now. And I don't even remember how I got into it because I tried to watch Prime, and I was like, this isn't really for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow I got like pointed to the comics, and I read them, and I was like, oh, I actually enjoy these for some reason, even though there's like way too much going on.
Guys, it's too much. Excuse me, it's too much.
And if you don't know anything, like you kind of just have to say like, okay, these are like some guys going someplace with something, you know?
It's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not think about it too hard. It's all like sci-fi bullshit anyway. You just gotta have fun with the characters.
Is it bad that like I kind of reread the same page like multiple times because I just couldn't understand what was happening?
And the other thing too is this comic is one of the better ones at that. Like I'm gonna like talk about it, but like we're starting in the middle. We're skipping phase 1 pretty much.
Yeah, it seemed that way. I was like,
it's like mediocre bullshit, and like literally like the issues before this last issue, like I have read that and I genuinely have no fucking clue what's supposed to be going on.
Sure.
So let's get to that. So first, some context. Okay, why would you do this to your readers? So IDW gets the license for Transformers. Megatron Origins miniseries drops in 2007, kicking off this continuity, kinda. Originally, and I got this from the wiki, so I don't know how valid it is.
Okay.
It wasn't supposed to be in this continuity. It was supposed to be in the continuity that just ended with a different publisher. But somehow it got pushed to be the start of a new one.
What?
So approximately 24 one-shots, 7 mini-series, including a Avengers crossover, and 1 maxi series later. Yeah. And we're in the year of 2009. We finally get an ongoing book published bi-weekly, as in every 2 weeks. 5 miniseries and 1 shot published alongside this until 2012.
That's a lot in 2 years.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're reading it as it comes out and you're like buying all this stuff, you're like, oh, this makes sense. But like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're like us, like trying to jump in. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do with this? Because all of those one-shots are, like, focused on one character.
The thing is, like, I always thought that, like, Marvel was very, like, sometimes tough to get into, especially because they don't change their continuity at all. But this is, like, 10 times worse. Wow.
Like I said, this is a bunch of bullshit. That's why most people just skip it, because basically everything that happens here doesn't really matter anyway.
Man, this is some bullshit! Move this man!
Like, there's stuff that matters, and like, if this happens, like, it would be nice to have the context, but you don't really need it. You can get by without it. You can get by like reading the wiki if you really want to fill in, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So what actually happened and all of that? And again, this is very like, this is one slide condensing 2 years of bullshit in it. So Cybertron sucks and it's extremely classist. That's kind of environment going on here. Megatron does a workers' revolution. This kind of gets retconned later, but he's like super violent right out of the gate. Like, it's supposed to be like kind of like a Russian revolution allegory, but he's like immediately like, oh, we gotta kill everyone, you know?
Hey! Riot!
So a few issues later, him and like the Decepticons like kill the government, and it's kind of like a girl boss move, but also like isn't. Because a lot of people like super don't like this, and they start a war, and then eventually they destroy the planet. But that kind of happens off screen. It's weird. So then we get a time skip, and the Decepticons take Manhattan, not unlike the Muppets before them. So a bunch of humans die, and people really don't like the Transformers because of it. Optimus Prime, before the Decepticons come to Earth, died, but he gets better by the end of like this miniseries, or not the miniseries. This is like the ongoing. Wait, no, I said that wrong. So this is part of a miniseries that was like, I think 16 issues. But like the main story is only like 12 of those, and then they just have like 4 issues of like bullshit like tacked on at the end to make it like an ongoing, but it's not really an ongoing.
Of course, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so
Wait, question though. Question. Sorry.
okay.
Is there a character named Sam Witwicky that shows up in here?
Yes.
What?
Wait, maybe not Sam. No, not
Like, I just
Sam.
wanna know if Shia LaBeouf is
It's
in
a
this
different
fucking-
Witwicky. It's one of them.
Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. He might be around here, but I don't think he is.
Like,
I don't remember.
that was the thing with me though with Transformers. Like, 'cause I'm so used to the movies, I always wondered like, is there like a Witwicky family or like a Sam Witwicky in the comics just because of the popularity of the films? I don't know.
Yeah, well, Witwicky comes from G1, I'm pretty sure. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the Autobots come to Earth, and they kind of not really save the day. They kind of just start battling and make things worse. And then, like, the U.S. government's like, "Oh, we're gonna just nuke the city." And then my fucking boy, Thundercracker, comes in to save the day and throws the nuke into space or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then at the end of this, Megatron, like, kind of not really dies, but he also gets better eventually.
Of course.
And he also gets like a stealth bomber form, which a lot of people like go crazy over, but I think it's kind of ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then we just have normal Transformers drama, except Edgier, who hasn't done a war crime. Literally everyone in this continuity is like a war criminal. Then wait, next big thing, Galvatron, who's just some guy, like he's not Megatron from the future or anything like that.
He's
yeah.
not Megatron.
And then, like I said, I genuinely don't understand what's supposed to be happening in these last few issues. It's something, releasing a big evil monster that's also kind of made of Transformers, but not really. It's weird. I don't understand what's happening.
Okay.
Optimus Prime stops him, I guess. Even the comics, like, yeah, we don't know what's going on either, and that's the end of phase 1.
Okay.
Gotcha.